Well, this is Eric Rollins, the Constitutionalist, coming to you live from a Vin Curtavente event that is sponsored by the Merced County Republican Assembly. Vin is running for California Congressional District 13, kind of centered in Merced. It goes down to a little bit to Fresno County, goes up to Stanislaus. Do you get any of San Joaquin?
I do have San Joaquin.
You do have San Joaquin.
And it starts all the way at Stockton with the new maps. And we've got like Lathrop, we've got like tiny slivers of Tracy, Manteca. We've got Modesto, Turlock, and Merced, all of Merced County actually.
So how many pairs of shoes have you gone through so far?
A lot, actually. I tried a lot of different shoes, and one that works, still needs those orthodontic inserts.
So a lot of people go, "You're crazy. Why are you running?" I mean, you're a successful businessman. You don't need to do this.
We feed half the nation, but somehow both sides failed our people. We've got the highest poverty rate and highest unemployment. And like a lot of people, I was tired of being tired, and I was recruited by the community to run.
Well, that's kind of cool. So you were asked by your community to come make a difference. They thought you were the guy. So they saw the leadership potential even before you declared.
Yeah. And it all started during COVID, where I wanted to do something. Then I started a nonprofit and started turning around struggling small businesses. And we helped a lot of small businesses succeed and come out of their difficult times. And that's when I started to interact with a lot of nonprofits, a lot of small business owners and all of that. And they've encouraged me to run. And that's why I'm here, to make a difference, to make sure we do right thing by the people. Saying one thing that actually are political talking points, I'm not that guy. I exactly know how to get things done. I'm a businessman. I've had to meet payroll and balance checkbooks all my life. And that's what we're going to do here, right? Do the right thing by the people, bring in a lot of businesses to invest in our valley for our people.
Well, that's a big deal. I know you have a history of volunteering and helping others. You've set up foundations to do so. How has that changed you? Because I believe the act of giving changes people.
No, it does. It switched from thinking about my business to completely thinking about how can I help the community, right? That element, wasn't there, but that was my calling, and it's changed completely. One of the things that not a lot of people know is mine was a global business, right? And a lot of employees. I've decided to sell my business. I sold it last month to focus 100% on making sure that I give back to the community. I give back to the country that's given me everything.
And you're a first-generation American?
First-generation legal immigrant. And I had the opportunity and blessing of having good mentors in life. And I started a lot of businesses. Tech was one of the main businesses. And so here we are.
If you were to pick 3 issues for your district, what would the big 3 issues be?
Economy is number 1. People are hurting. And predominantly, this is an agricultural district, so water's really up there. I'd give it top 2. The third one would be affordability, cost of living. That's a really big issue here. When you talk to kids, I've interacted with a lot of high school kids, and one of the biggest complaint is there are no jobs for them to put themselves to college. We are failing our kids collectively, and even if somehow they end up getting a job, end up with working in the industry, it's hard for them to afford a home at all.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want to fight for. Our future, the future of the valley, and our kids.
If somebody wanted to find out more about your campaign, because we've only got a couple more minutes, where would they find out about you?
Yeah, they can go check out my website, VIN number 4 Congress.com. They can go all my socials too, X, Instagram, Facebook. They're all VIN number 4 Congress. So there's a lot of information out there. So if there's any particular corner case where they want to learn more about where my stand is, they can reach out to us by email or the campaign phone number listed on my website.
Well, finally, why are you hopeful? Just something simple.
So we've knocked tens of thousands of doors, and some of the doors told me they've never had somebody knock on their door, any politician ever in their life. That's what we are hopeful that is going to energize the base to turn out and vote.
So you're out there trying to awaken your voters.
Every single day.
Well, Vin, I thank you for this time, and I wish you the best in your campaign. You absolutely have the endorsement of the Constitutionalist podcast.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Well, folks, you have a great evening. This is Eric Rollins, the Constitutionalist, coming to you from Vin Curtovente's event.